think maybe Mr. Krabs would probably be like a mentor kind of character, maybe. I think that'd be pretty cool to see.
Mr. Krabs a mentor, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to turn him into a pervert. You know,
oh, like Master Roshi?
Yeah.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome
to
Inside the Dojo.
Nice. High five.
Woo! We did it! Today, we are talking about the new Spongebob anime trailer that came out about 2 weeks ago. And it looks pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, looks something.
Looks something.
Yeah. I'm still digesting it. It does actually look pretty good. It's hard because you watch the childhood show and they're all just funny jokes and getting wrong and like happy slappy.
And now it's something turning to like serious.
Yeah,
and you just can't believe it.
Yeah, when I watched those other openings, I mean, SpongeBob had the blood dripping down and Sandy was missing her arm and
yeah, you were like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It really turned it up a notch. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we put down in the description. There's a link to go see the teaser. So pause the video, go watch the teaser, and then come back, and then we'll talk about it some more.
Well, we'll still be talking about it.
Oh, not if they pause it.
That's a good point.
So Marcus, a lot of our Dojo 42 fans may not really know who you are besides the few skits you just randomly showed up into. But a lot of people don't know that you actually are an animator yourself and you have your own channel, which means you probably have a lot to say on the animation subject. But I mean, we've known each other for a long time, but they haven't known you for a long time. Is there anything you want to tell them about yourself?
Hello, my name is Marcus. I am the new partner here at Dojo 42. Nick is gone. We don't know what happened to him. Maybe he got kidnapped. I don't know. But yes, I do have my own channel, and if you want to check that out, I can leave that in the description below. But basically what I do on that channel is I talk about animation, how to, like for example, I have a video about how to combine 2D and 3D animation together. I also talk about storytelling of different archetypes with characters and how to do the art of storytelling, basically. But that is a new channel that basically just started up, so there's not much on there yet. But if you want to check out what I do have so far, I'll leave a description in it below.
I got a question for you before we
got a question for me? All right, shoot it, but don't shoot me.
Anime doesn't exist already, but the cartoon show does, right? So
yes.
Your favorite episode of SpongeBob. Let's say you could pick one episode, and they would actually animate that into the new anime.
Okay.
What episode would you like to see into that new anime?
I think I have to choose the episode where we first meet Man Ray.
Oh, when they see him for the first
time?
Yeah,
when they see him for the first time. They see it. I don't know. That's when they see Mermaid and Barnacle Boy for the first time. But I remember this first episode where they first meet Man Ray, and he is trapped in this frozen tartar sauce icicle, basically. And Patrick lets him out, and they try to turn him into good. And I just want to see that whole episode animated. I mean, I don't think they will, but I like to see that as Man Ray's like big origin story, or close to origin story of how they meet them. I think they should keep that in. And I really want to see that wallet joke in there too.
It's not my wallet.
All right, now we were talking about how the original show is cartoonish. It's for kids. It had funny jokes, or it's for kids, but. And we were talking about
4 Kids is dead.
And we were talking about the anime and how it's going to be more serious. It looks more serious,
Yeah, definitely.
Adult toned. What do you think the biggest changes in the episode you just picked will be more serious?
Maybe they'll try to make Man Ray good, but in a more serious tone kind of way. Because in that episode, what they try to do is they try to teach him, like, they give him different tests to be like a good citizen, but I don't think they would do that. I think they would go in a more route like anime normally does, like, oh, they have like a big fight, and then like maybe in one other episode maybe they'll work together. But I think Man Ray will probably be more of a villain then a good guy, maybe he will turn good guy.
So like Dragon Ball Z, like 39 episodes to battle Man Ray?
Yeah, basically, yeah. But I think that's going to be more of a Squidward and SpongeBob kind of deal.
Yeah, honestly, I see it have darker tones, so like, when I could see him still doing the tests, but then like they go tragically wrong, like Joker style and Batman. He starts like taking out people in the city, and I mean it looks serious.
What I imagine they're gonna do is like they'll probably make their own story out of it with these characters, but maybe use some of the SpongeBob episodes as like maybe a sort of base, a blueprint.
Yeah.
I could see them doing something like that. But hey, I don't know what they're gonna do.
I kind of want them to do my favorite episode, which is...
What's your favorite episode, man?
Well, thanks for finally asking.
You're welcome.
Who knew you cared?
We don't care.
I do care. My favorite episode was the episode where they had their boxes and they kept on playing in the box and they kept on hearing the sounds and Squidward wanted to know what was happening in the box. And to answer the second part, how I think it would change...
He knows his own questions by heart.
...to the anime, is I think that the real cartoon would be them in the box, but when he opens the box, it's the anime going on inside.
So like kind of like an anime episode where it's like, oh, it was all just a dream.
Yeah. So really the anime already exists. It was just inside that box. I had no idea what was going on.
Maybe it's the old SpongeBob characters watching the SpongeBob anime.
Yeah. Marcus, cut that out. I don't like him. Finally.
I'm not gone. I'm not gone. I'm staying. Dojo 42 will always be alive, never die.
I can agree with that. High five.
Woo! Which opening did you like the best? And do you think those openings will still be there in the SpongeBob anime?
I'm gonna answer that in reverse. I don't think those openings will be his openings. I think they progressively got better each one, and he was just like toying with it as a joke. But now that's a real thing.
You think he's gonna make something else?
He might either go with a more original one and stick with that. I don't think he's gonna reuse them. But if I had to pick one of the three, I'd probably have to say the third one.
Yeah, the
third one. You told me he made an original song for that one.
Yes, that is an original song that he made with another YouTuber, and I can find that and put that in the description down below for you guys too, because there is a full version of that song, and it's really good. I like it a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, I too imagine that he's gonna make his own openings for one.
So you know your own questions too. Huh?
Yes, I do. I think he's gonna make his own openings for 1 and 2. I think he might keep the third one, but the third one says final season on it. So do you think there's gonna be only 3 seasons of this? Do you think the story's gonna wrap up in 3 seasons, or do you think, this really makes it big, then the audience will want more? Do you think he'll make more after that?
I guess it's kind of hard to say at this point, because at first, I think he was trying to make them as just like spoofs, little fun things, and now it's something real. So I guess you never know. But if you want my honest opinion, I think he'll keep the song he made with the third one, and just make a whole new intro for the first season.
Okay. Yeah, animes do that all the time. Hunter x Hunter does that for sure. So, for those that you don't know, we are dub guys when it comes to anime, and when it comes to the trailer, obviously.
Oh no, there's all those thumbs down now.
Dislike. Obviously, the sub trailer is out. But do you think they're gonna make a dub for this? Do you think they're gonna go to the dub community when it comes to this anime, or do you think this might be like a sub only kind of thing?
That's a good question. I don't know much about the channel. Do you know anything about the guy who makes them? Does he actually speak Japanese?
I don't when it comes to that, but I do imagine like anyone who does know anime knows that anime is dubbed. So who knows? Maybe he could find a guy that speaks both Japanese and English, and he could convert it into dub that way.
Yeah. Maybe.
Otherwise, you never know, because the truth is, fan stuff is on the rise lately. Because now we have the SpongeBob anime trailer, and Avatar is so big now that someone's making their own fan comic called The Legend of Genji, which you guys don't know about that. Legend of Genji takes place after the Korra. And that's someone's own fan-made comic with a whole team that you gathered together. And I'll put that in the description below too, so you can check that out. But I think if he doesn't make a fan, or if he doesn't make a dub himself, I think a fan might go in and, you know, just dub it themselves.
Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe Funimation.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
Before we move on to talk about Avatar, because you did bring up Avatar, and I'm gonna have some questions about that. Back to SpongeBob though, live action. What do you think would happen later down the line? There's a couple seasons of the SpongeBob anime out, and then they do a live action adaptation.
A live action of the SpongeBob anime?
Yeah, I mean let's take a look at some live actions. We got the wonderful Avatar one, wonderfully done.
That should not exist at all.
We got all the ones on Netflix. We got the Bleach one, the Full Metal Alchemist one.
The Full Metal. There's Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, another fantastic classic.
Yes, straight up, 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh, I would watch that over and over again.
Jokes aside, with how horrible adaptations have been of anime, let's just foresee a SpongeBob one. How bad do you think it would be?
I think it would be pretty bad. I imagine it would be CGI. If you don't do CGI right, it's bad.
Do you know those episodes of SpongeBob where something would happen, like SpongeBob would dry out or something, and then it would change into that kind of realistic looking picture?
Yeah, it would change to a realistic sponge.
Super disgusting, with cracked snot coming out, and just it looks all gross. That's what I picture the live action.
Yeah, I remember when I think this was the second SpongeBob movie. It was Sponge Out of Water. That's what it was. They did a small live action scene with the cast of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool to see. But I don't think that would be good for a live action series. But I think at this point, when it comes to anime and live action scenes, I feel like it's tradition at this point to get a bad live action series or movie.
I can see that.
Because I think the Bleach one was probably the best one out so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got what did I get? A 6.8 out of 10 on IGN or something. And that's probably actually good for a live action anime film.
Yeah, I agree.
So the live action Avatar: Last Airbender film, we all know, is bad. And Netflix announced a while ago that they are making Last Airbender series based on the old series.
You know what led to that, don't you?
I do not know what led to that, actually.
All right. History lesson. Marcus, cut that up.
No, I will not.
No, but when quarantine virus virus, it wasn't a virus. Well, it is a virus, but when quarantine...
We know what you're saying, man. It's okay, keep going.
Thank you. I feel like putting in a Bugs Bunny thing right there.
Rabbit season, duck season.
When quarantine started, Netflix put Avatar: The Last Airbender, the actual live action movie, not the cartoon. They put that up on Netflix, and then a week later, IGN posted an article saying that Avatar: The Last Airbender has been the number 1, number 2, number 3 trending movie. It's been bouncing back
the film itself?
Yeah, the film itself.
Really?
On Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah. So a lot of people have seen that for the first time without seeing the cartoon. So people were loving it. So now I was wondering if I ever saw the movie without watching the cartoon, maybe I would have liked it. That's a different subject. But it got so much popularity that Netflix went and tried to get the cartoon series to get more views. So then they went and got the cartoon series, and of course that shot to number 1. Yeah. I don't know after that if people then were like, wow, this movie sucks to the live action.
Because it does.
But then the show was number 1. So now, of course, with Korra being done, Avatar is pretty much done, open in the air. Well, then Netflix decided to try to make a deal, and that's how the live action shows get started.
Wow. All because of a bad movie.
Yeah.
So we have something to thank for that movie then.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I remember when I was first talking about this like months ago, it was announced and people didn't really know about it then, so I was kind of spreading the word, and we were like, really? Is it gonna be like the live action film from way back? And I was like, well, hopefully not. According to what I know, the creators are a part of the project, and they did say that they're not gonna do the same mistakes that the live action film did, and they also have, I think they have the director of who did Lego Batman, I think, which I thought was interesting, and they got the guy who did the music for The Last Airbender as well, which has a great soundtrack.
Oh, that's gonna be good then.
Yeah, because Last Airbender soundtrack is really good. But I think once I told people about that, they were more onto the idea. That's the problem with live action films is when you make a great cartoon live action film, you have there's a lot of pressure when it comes to that, because you have this whole entire fan base that not only loves the show, but you have people who grew up with the show, and you have people who grew up with these characters and they love these characters. If you don't get that right,
a lot of people are sensitive to it.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, nope, this sucks, I don't like it.
Which is why you think when it came to the live action, the one thing they would have did right was at least get the names right.
Yes, well, there is actually a reason for that. It's because I don't know how to pronounce the director's name, so I'm just going to say the director. The director said that he wanted to actually pronounce them the right way that they were spelled. Because you look at Aang's name, his name is spelled A-A-N-G. Which if you actually pronounce that, it would be pronounced Aang, not Aang. But then it's like, wait a minute, if you want to get things like right to that point in the detail, why did you make one race the bad guys and one race the good guys? Because that doesn't happen in the real world. So right. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I think that's a terrible reason for doing that. He had a lot of research material for it, and the only thing he really did with it was the story, and even that was bad.
So, Avatar live action movie, the one that's already been made.
Yep.
Dragon Ball Z Evolution.
Oh.
Which one's worse?
Which one's worse?
And why?
Oh gosh. I think I'm gonna have to go with The Last Airbender, honestly. Cause, at least in Dragon Ball Evolution, Chi-Chi's hot, man. That's the reason why I'm watching.
I can't argue with that. If I had to pick one, I'd definitely probably have to say that Avatar was worse too. But that's because, for some reason, every once in a while, I'm still like, I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball Z Evolution, because, maybe the movie was actually pretty good.
That's the thing, I can
Ball Z.
actually stand Evolution. I can't stand The Last Airbender about how much mistakes there are in that movie.
But Piccolo, though.
Piccolo.
That's the one thing I can't get past, man.
Piccolo. That's the thing. I think Piccolo in that film is actually a good actor, and I think they did a good thing by not having the antennas on his head. I feel like that would have distracted me. I think that would have looked weird.
Maybe. He already looked weird though. So
he did. But he would have looked weirder. Like that. I mean, imagine. You remember the live action Fairly Odd Parents movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine Drake Bell having buck teeth.
Fair.
Right? There's a reason why he doesn't have buck teeth. Because it wouldn't look good. It would look weird. It would look dumb.
Marcus, if SpongeBob anime was out right now,
okay, I am picturing.
What do you think you would give it as a rating out of 10?
Ooh, gosh.
And why? So we got a little bit of a teaser. So this isn't a real review. This is a future, pretend review of what we think is going to happen. So by what you know already and what you think is going to happen with it, what would you give it out of 10 and why?
Based on what I've seen so far, I'm not gonna go too heavily down on the animation because this is a fan animation. They're doing the best they can with it. So I'd probably give it so far. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 so far.
7 out of 10?
Yeah.
And why do you think it would be a 7 out of 10 and not a 9 or a 5. But this is coming from a kid's cartoon, whole different story, whole different like tone to it. But they're gonna convert it into an anime with a different tone and a different story, more serious. Now, how do you think that story is gonna be?
Well, I think when it comes to a show like SpongeBob, I think it's kind of hard to rate it with a show like SpongeBob, because SpongeBob itself is an episodic show. It doesn't have really its own story to it. It's kind of like setting the reset button on each episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
more like the nuke button.
Right.
They're completely destroyed.
Yeah,
and
it's like,
rebuilt from the ground
hey,
up.
pretend that didn't happen. This is the new thing that just happened. So I think when it comes to stories like that, it'll be hard to convert from that to a serious anime, which is why I think they're probably gonna come up with their own story. Like, cause from looks like, SpongeBob and Squidward are like rivals, like Naruto and Sasuke kind of thing, or any pretty much shonen anime that you watch.
True.
And
Alright.
I actually think maybe Mr. Krabs would probably be like a mentor kind of character, maybe. I think that'd be pretty cool to see.
Mr. Krabs a mentor, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna turn him into a pervert.
Oh, like Master Roshi.
Yeah.
Well, you know my thoughts and reviews and stuff. What's your review?
As I was saying.
No. What's your review?
Honestly, I'd probably have to lean with you at the 7, but
At the 7?
mine 7 would be the benefit of the doubt. I give the guy credit because I like his animation style, I like his thought process so far, but I'm just having a hard time picturing getting connected to SpongeBob in that anime way. But I'm giving him at least the credit to do it, which is why I'm starting him at the 7.
Alright.
So, yeah, heard it first here at Dojo 42. SpongeBob the anime, 7 out of 10. Leave your thoughts, comments below, what you think it's going to be, what you want to hear in the next podcast. I said podcast.
You said podcast. This is not a podcast. This is a vlog. Who knows? Maybe we'll make a podcast someday. In fact, if you want a podcast or vlogs or both, leave that in the comment section below. And also leave in the comment section what you want us to talk about in the future, what's going on in the world, stuff like that.
Yeah. And check out the links that we left for you, especially the SpongeBob teaser. And I really actually want to hear in the comments what you would rate it, what you think it would.
Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check out our other videos. And if you are new, again, welcome to Dojo 42.
And if you don't like Marcus, let me know, because I'll fire him.
No, he won't.
I won't. I might.
He won't.
I won't.